Let's talk about question of the week with eMobilityNorway.com. This is interesting.
Back out of a space to do it. There are other cars where I was like, I'm not going to risk that one. Kick the door off by mistake.
Well, what about this one?
That's
I just have to tread carefully.
really solemnly state fact.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Next question.
Peter Aegis.
What the fuck was that? You know, I try to moisturize my face, but my head is rotting like a pumpkin in the November sun. We tell our audience there's a long stairway to get up to the podcast studio.
Yeah.
And we often have to defibrillate people when they get to the top of the stairs.
I honestly think the transport...
You really have. You've done fine.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have.
Next time.
Do you know that story about how William Shatner's mask was turned into Michael Myers for the Halloween series? That's what the mask is. It's a William Shatner mask.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
They took a William Shatner Star Trek mask, right?
Yeah.
And turned it in, and then that's what they used for vampires.
Yeah. So that's kind of like what happened to you.
Yeah. Maybe someday people will use the mask of me as next talk show host.
The murdering slasher murderer.
Yeah. Or when they reboot
The aliens speak English.
Yes, except as an author, there's license there. So what we have is a loose translation, but their names are not translated because it's not funny to go, good one, Dave.
I don't know what happened. I just think everybody has their own way of dealing with what they've created. Some people really care a lot about it, and others don't know. You know, I like those kind of things. I find that the chords all lead to each other, but there's only through it.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Started work. Yeah. I'm gonna interrupt this to tell you. You know when you've got traffic lights and then you get a green light, but then you can only turn right when there's no traffic.
Yeah.
And sometimes they put a little filter arrow, don't they? When you've got priority, regardless of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes the person at the head of the queue doesn't understand that you can go on the green light even if you don't have the filter arrow. So then they don't go forward from the stop line, which means that when the line turns red, they haven't moved, and we've completely missed the lights because you could have at least been forwards. Move. There we go. I helped them along. Did you hear?
Well done. Yeah, I did hear.
Because like this time there was no one there and she still wasn't moving.
Idiot.
Stopped me from going to all these Asian auto shows. You know, these Chinese shows with, in Shanghai, Guangzhou, Beijing. I love those shows.
Just maybe 3 years right when they were announcing that they were going to stop making them, and it was one that the dealer had on the lot for like 2 months. He just can't. He went out.
What's the difference between this and that? What's the difference between like style wise between this and that? Like that's one.
The only thing I'm seeing right now is the front grille.
You got me feeling so. You got me feeling so.
Bring you into this bit of the good, the bad, the ugly now, with something that might, I don't know, highlight, underline, but certainly use the freedom.
It's Saturday, and here's your daily drive.
This is the Times briefing on Saturday, the 24th of April.
Downstairs one, I just like, this is a mess, and especially because the main bathroom is attacked your ovaries. Oh, it just
Gonna go, are we?
Okay, I saved it for you.
Thank you.
Did you want that saved?
Yeah. And then you can see the Ferrari as well.
But I feel like they understand that it's not that people don't care, and I think that they are happy to like laugh.
Sun comes out and all the nice colours come out.
What did you say?
I don't know what it was. I think I'm gonna.
Nashville sound to their rock style. It was actually
cars coming out today.
who first embraced Kings of Leon. Not the
Yeah,
Americans.
nice
I
day
mean,
for a
they are
drive, isn't
excellent
it?
cars.
There's an old car.
Yeah.
Hello, doggies. Hello.
Yeah, amazingly, not so. So there are other ways to do that. So yeah, we're working behind the scenes on that stuff as well.
Okay, now I do want to get through some viewer questions. Our car dealers in Cincinnati, Audi of Cincinnati East, Volvo Cars, Porsche in the Village, and so I was talking to them a couple of weeks ago about sales.
Oh, on top of that, the lorries are going to start overtaking. That's great.
Touch. Touch, touch.
Great. Great.
And they're really EV forward. Obviously, they're sponsoring an EV podcast, and they drive.
We've invented a really disruptive technology that it's kind of the paradigm of going from producing wood, like chopping down trees,
which is so much better.
£995. It's got manual windows.
Yes, it's cool. I like it.
It's a sort of jolly, acry, greeny blue. Jolly 90s. It's got manual windows.
Yes, it's cool. It's a sort of jolly, acry, greeny blue. Jolly 90s colour, yeah. Jolly 90s colour, exactly. I mean, this is full.
Maybe it's a bit like a reformed drug addict that helps others out of the issue.
I think reformed drug addicts usually don't go, I'm clean now, but hey, have some heroin. Yeah, that's true.
I got to get on this call. I got to get on this Zoom, but in my mind, I was like, Zach had to have directed this. This has Zach's stamp all over it. Like it feels like something you would have directed.
This was very different from the other one that we. The imagination thing. I think that was written, but I mean, how do you go through like what could have been very quickly? And I thought that was really a cool thing to do.
I think we can all agree that Turk, especially in the context of their relationships having some troubles, Turk flirting with his college girlfriend and not telling her that he's married and being like, we gotta hang out, it's pretty fucked up.
Well, he's trying to have his cake and eat it.
Just wanted to know what was the plan for my afternoon route / what's on it.
Yeah, so your afternoon. I'm good.
For years. For years.
Like you'd be alive.
I remember in a very. I mean, that's all real.
Yeah. All real.
So you become an actor.
Cool. And when you throw it all together, you're trying to go, okay, where is this little spark that makes it work? It's up in there. And it creates now glowing stickers or something. Okay, I gotta turn my phone on just a second, guys.
World in 2020. The 10th. It's number 10.
Oh, the red light, wasn't it, mister?
The policeman comes and arrests everybody. My daughter's to me, is that it?
I love it.
I said, yes, that's the worst.
It really is. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. I was really appreciative of what you wrote. It was very nice of you to do that.
Well, it was, I mean, just as have like seriously 6 other things you're doing, some of which I can't mention, in development.
My side hustles. You always to cook, and so because otherwise you could come out of that experience like totally warped.
I was very impressed with, just before the podcast started, you're talking about, talking to your kids over the internet and how that's frustrating because you want to be there right now. It's like the same thing that my wife would be talking about in this very same situation. And I think that gets lost.
It does.
A lot. Jack Black is with us. Jack. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like you'll go to a special place and you'll get oxygen and we'll charge you. Maybe and then someone realized that, no.
Wasn't it like flavored though?
Different strokes for different people.
Precisely. You got that saying spot on.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was right, but I just carried on.